Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Samuel, who was Deadpool, if you are around, I do have your prize.
Tiny Q&A with this group.
If you're not around, that's cool, I'll keep it.
And then I'll be up on stage
Has anyone lost? We have an Iron Man mask. I also have seriously strawberry flavored bubblegum and some bubbles. If you have lost these items, please come to the stage. I have them for you. But right now, I'm going to introduce an awesome role-playing troupe to the stage. So guys, come on up. If you're in for a little bit of entertainment before we do an interview with Anime America, I highly suggest you
And they're going to do my Q&A after this troupe. I'll be up on stage next. Alright. Oof. Sorry, that was me, guys.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're actually not a role-play troupe as we were introduced as, just to let you know. These are actually cast members, and I'm the director of Chat's local production of Terry Pratchett's Lords and Ladies. I don't know if we get many Discworld fans out here in the audience today, kind of hoping we did. Just so you know that we've got Granny, Magrat and Nanny, the three witches represented by Judy Williams, Rebecca Pakes and Pat Slattery, local directors and actors in the community group here in Coffs Harbour. Reprising their roles from Weird Sisters, which we did last year. So we're actually doing this as a follow-up. The other two up here with me are Katie Cleary, who is dressed as the Queen of the Elves, and Mark Feifeld, who is Sean Ogg, Nanny's youngest son. My name is Beckley Vincent, and I'm directing the production. I also directed Weird Sisters last year, and about 10 years ago I did a production of Mort. Other than that, my background has been predominantly Shakespeare, which is quite intriguing that this works quite well in that exact same theme. So, just quickly, we're opening on the 11th of October this year, performing here at the Jetty Theatre, and tickets are for sale right now. So if anyone's interested, pop along, check it out. We've got some flyers going around. Just grab one off us. So you want to say something?
Is this on? Oh yes, hello. And for anyone who wants to play a role play, this is the perfect venue for doing it. You should come to your local amateur theatre, because we all basically just role play, and it's awfully fun, and you get to meet lots of weird people, which is really fun.
Hello, I'm Magrat Garlic. I'm going to be a queen. I'd just like to say too that you can bring the little ones, because it's quite fun for the little ones, and they'll probably really enjoy it too. Thank you.
The elf queen might eat them though. She's a bit nasty, that one in the red.
Spoilers?
Nanny, stop scaring the children.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I'm sure.
I wonder if we could get Nanny to sing the Hedgehog song.
Oh, yes,
just
Nanny.
A little verse, just one line. Does anybody know the Hedgehog song?
No, but I'm curious.
I remember one line, and that's the last one, because I'm drunk most of the time. And it's something, 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 something. But the hedgehog can never be bothered at all. There you go, that's it.
Awesome, guys. So I'm just going to ask you a couple quick questions. So when is it normally on? How often?
The production will be running from the 11th of October to the 20th of October.
Fantastic.
10 shows over that time frame, starting on the Thursday night, finishing on the Saturday.
Excellent. And what got you lovely ladies and Mr. into the production? Were you attracted to the style? Were you attracted to the story?
I, for one, am a Terry Pratchett fan, so I really wanted to be part of this show. I also love doing costume work and a bit of acting as well, so it was just a perfect mix to join on up.
Fantastic.
My daughter's doing a PhD in England, and part of her PhD is on gaming. So when I rang her and I said, I'm playing Nanny Granny, somebody a weatherwax. And she said, oh, Granny, weatherwax. Oh, we're all so excited. And all her gaming friends now are hanging on the phone waiting for me to do it.
That's exciting. That's awesome. Anyone else?
On Fortnite.
For me, I've been a Terry Pratchett fan for years, decades. When I found out that some of his novels had been adapted for the stage, I thought, what the hell, give it a go. Starting off, I did Weird Sisters in 1998 in Melbourne. And then up here in Coffs, we did Mort. And then Weird Sisters last year, and because it actually was quite successful, the show was very well received, very, very well responded to, we thought, what the hell, let's get The Witches out again and do a sequel.
Awesome.
Which was there. Unfortunately, though, many fans out there may know that Witches Abroad is actually the next one in the series, but that one hasn't been adapted for the stage, so we're going straight to Lords and Ladies.
Yeah, awesome. Cool, guys. Thank you so much for coming. You're all very impressive. I can't stay in character in front of people. It gets too awkward. But thank you very much. I look forward to, well, I mean, if you're coming to Perth, I'll see your show, but I fly back on Monday, so I probably won't. But I would definitely be there. I encourage lots of you guys to go to the show. It sounds really, really fun. So thank you so much.
It is actually quite a good comedy. There's a lot of physical comedy, a lot of accents, a lot of all sorts of silly, hey, noddy, noddy, and blood all over the place. It's a PG-rated show, so it's open for all ages. We had a lot of people come along and enjoy it last year, so yeah, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. All right, now. Yeah, thank you very much. Just chuck them up and down there. All right, so some of you may have noticed on main stage, we're running a little bit behind, but that's okay. We adapt. I'm just going to give you some updated times when stuff's going to be happening, so just bear with me for a second. So we're just about to have our interview with Robyn from Anime America, so she's going to come up in a moment and talk to us. At roughly 20 past 2, we're going to be having our demo sword play. And at roughly 2:40, we're going to be having our question and answers about how to become a novelist with Chris, which will be super exciting. And then in theory, we'll be back on track, but we'll see how that goes. Other announcements really quickly. At 2 o'clock, sorry.
What time is it now, buddy?
Yeah, at 2 o'clock, we have a few things starting on elsewhere. Including we've got lots more stuff down in the roleplay areas. We have Tula Papadum book reading, which is starting in the kids zone. In the tech zone, we've got drones flying around in the drone cage. Those are the only drone cages on the whole Mid-North Coast, so you should go check that out, which is exciting.
Drones.
And that's pretty much it for now. So, I'm going to welcome up Robyn from Anime America. So if you're interested at all about anime, the anime industry, and all that kind of stuff, definitely hang around, because we're going to ask her heaps of questions. Yeah, exactly. All right, so for those of you interested in anime, the anime industry, and all sorts of stuff, or YouTube. YouTube is also pretty amazing, actually. I learn a lot from YouTube. I do heaps of tutorials on YouTube. So we're going to talk with Robyn. Now, Robyn, tell me, because I know absolutely nothing, tell me, what is Anime America?
Anime America is a channel on YouTube where I review anime. I'll review any kind of anime from old to new, and at the end of each year I'll watch all the brand new stuff and do the anime awards of that year. So if you come to my table over there, I'll tell you what the best animes of the past were, what I think of this year. We'll do top 10s, some vlogs. I'm actually doing a live stream right now, so a good chunk of you have been on YouTube today. Hi. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll be doing stuff by anime.
That's exciting. So, tell me what was the best anime of 2017 in your opinion?
That was a tie between Made in Abyss and Girls Last Tour.
Ooh, I actually haven't watched either of those. Which would you recommend?
My personal pick, because I kept going back and forth between the other judges, I love, if you want something like really bittersweet and kind of sad, definitely check out Girls Last Tour. But if you want a whimsical adventure full of charm and just a beautiful animation, definitely Made in Abyss.
Cool. So what got you started in reviewing?
Back when I was in tech school back in 2007, I graduated and I just didn't know what else to do with my life. I was just gonna like apply for work here and there. And my friend Brad was like, well, I'm gonna start a few podcasts, one for video games, one for anime. I heard you are an expert of anime, and I'm like, yeah, a little, just a fan. And with Brad, myself, and I invited my friend Anna, we started a podcast in 2007 called Anime America Podcast. It was a thing you could download from iTunes. And around that time, YouTube wasn't really a big thing. It was just a platform where you could just upload any video you wanted. So that's how I watched all episodes of Ayashi no Series before copyright became a thing. And we used YouTube just to advertise the podcast, but then as YouTube became something bigger, we were like, well, let's try to make the transition from podcasting into video making on YouTube, and that's when we started making individual reviews, top 10s. Top 10s were like huge back then, so that's what pretty much got us started. It was like top 10 opening songs of anime, top 10 best English dubs. So we got our name out there, just kept making anime videos, and I am really close to hitting 500,000 subscribers.
Nice, 500,000, that's insane. That is a lot. So is that your main job now, reviewing and stuff?
It is my main priority. But I do have a side job back in Sydney where I live with my husband, because everyone's like, oh, you're from America, what are you doing in Australia? It's like, guys, I got married. And he's a Sydney boy, we just decided to live in Australia. It is my main priority with the videos and making some posters, but it doesn't necessarily pay all the bills just yet, so I have a little side job for extra cash.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. I know for myself, I've thought about doing YouTube and that kind of thing, and I know there's lots of people here who have. I probably wouldn't be able to do it just because I probably wouldn't put in the time, to be honest.
You never know.
You never know.
Let's just say John Tron releases one video a year.
That's true.
He gets like millions of views.
This is so true, actually. I could be the next John Tron.
There
but
you go.
What do you reckon? What would be the advice you'd give to someone who was starting?
Give an audience a thing where it's like, okay, what makes you special? Because I know I'm not the only anime reviewer, but I do what I can to try to stand out from the others. That's why I have this little character right here. She's the one that does all of the talking in most of my videos. And that's what drew a lot of people in, was seeing the little anime character talking to them and giving opinions about certain anime titles. So try to keep up with trends, that's very important. Post daily on social media, and just give a reason to the audience as to why they should watch you and what makes you special. So, because there's a lot of random people that'll pop up on YouTube, they're either gonna make it, or they're gonna take their time with it, or they just do it for fun and not catch on immediately, but just keep at it and you could be the next PewDiePie. Just don't be the next Logan Paul.
Yep, that's pretty good advice. So how long have you been watching anime for, if you're an expert?
Oh man, the first one I watched when I was a kid was a little movie called Journey Through Fairyland. It was just like a regular movie for like little kids. I think I was 5. But once I was in elementary school, I think it was around 9, I started watching Sailor Moon. And right when I got into middle school and I got into Fushigi Yugi and Cardcaptor Sakura and Magic Knight Ray-Earth, that's when I started watching a lot more anime, reading manga, and learning about Uotase, Clamp, Rumiko Takahashi, Naoko Takeuchi, just all of these people from Japan, and it was just amazing for me to watch it. It was so different from the regular cartoons I would watch, and that's where I met a bunch of my friends and my husband, and there's like a great welcoming community with anime.
This is very true, actually. I find that a lot of people in the anime world are just so excited to find another weeb.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. How about, okay, I want your opinion. out of, let's say just the trapped in a video game genre, what's your favorite?
Trapped in a video game. Trapped in a video game. Is this your way of asking if I like Sword Art Online?
No. I have my favorite. Mine's Log Horizon out of all of them, but I want to know what yours is.
I would say either Log Horizon or Overlord, even though a lot of people are like, oh, it's not necessarily trapped in a video game. It's like, well, it started out as him playing a video game, and now he's the character. So I definitely say Overlord's my favorite.
Nice. All right. What's your favorite genre of anime?
Like, I'll watch anything as long as the story is very intriguing. Like, I have a soft spot for magical girls, but just any... What's that?
Madoka Magica.
Episode 3.
Oh,
Madoka. Just don't lose your head over that. Yep, really. He gets it.
Just a bit of a troll.
Yep. Anything that'll like grab my attention, and I like having my expectations subverted a bit. So if it's gonna like go one way, but then change the direction and it's in a good perspective, I'm like, okay, I see where we're going with this, and I like it. Definitely be aware of an anime called Happy Sugar Life. It's gonna give Yuna Gasai from Mirai Nikki a run for her money, and that's saying a lot. So just look up Happy Sugar Life, watch episode 1, but viewer discretion is advised.
Nice, excellent. So, on that note, if there were 3 anime that you definitely recommend, one just for like people who are pretty regular with it, and another that's a gateway drug for anime, and probably one that's just like a must-watch.
Definitely the #1 gateway anime, besides every Studio Ghibli movie, because that's automatically the best way to introduce people to anime. Definitely My Hero Academia. It is a great way to meet all these various characters. It's a great story about, basically the main character, he's not like everybody else. He doesn't have a quirk like everybody, but he still wants to be a hero, and he's fighting for that opportunity. So it's a great inspirational, action-packed series. So My Hero Academia is a great one to start with. A classic one I always recommend, it's not for everybody, but I always recommend Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
As that everyone's like, oh, Fullmetal Alchemist is the best anime of all time, and I'm like, Cowboy Bebop. Bebop. Definitely recommend that one. And one that I would recommend nowadays, there's so many to recommend nowadays. Definitely, actually, I think I would choose Agretsuko. Because it comes off as one thing in the trailers, but as you watch the series, it does a wonderful reflection about life and expectations. And when you get to a certain point in your life, you're like, oh, things are going to turn my way now that I've worked this hard. And it's like, no, welcome to reality. And that's Agretsuko in a nutshell. So definitely the little story of a red panda who sings heavy metal, and I'm not kidding. It's on Netflix. It's about like a girl gets easily agitated about her job, so she just goes to karaoke and sings heavy metal, and she's really good at it. But definitely on Netflix, Agretsuko. Check it out.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Now, I would definitely recommend for anyone looking for more anime recommendations to come and talk to Robyn.
I'm over there.
I've only seen about 2 of your YouTube things, to be honest.
That's
and that was because I found out about you this morning. I was like, ooh, but I'm already in love with it. So you're about to get an extra view on all your videos, I think.
Yay!
But yeah, come badger Robyn. She's very friendly. I'm sure she'd love to be badgered by you and asked about all things anime.
Any questions about YouTube, how to get started, and what to prepare for with the algorithm system, just come and find me.
Yeah, that stuff's all very difficult. So thank you so much, Robyn.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Excellent. Cool. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for Robyn, everybody. Woo! Alrighty, so coming up next, we have a few things on. Very shortly, we're going to have our demo swordplay up here on stage, which is going to be very exciting. So if you've ever wanted to get involved in that kind of thing, I know there's a swordplay group in Pops.
Back to my table.
There's also a Lark group. There's all sorts of stuff.
Back to my table. I'm back.
We've also got the first people coming up, which has got heaps of stuff.
I might go get some food.
We'll see you soon.
Hey. Nailed it. Trying to flip the camera. Guys, what did I miss? That was fun. Nice little Q&A out there. Do you think that they should continue Hunter x Hunter? Here they are. Why not? If it has an audience and people love it that much, by all means, yes. Make the thing. Too. The only person who doesn't like him is Sumi. He does not like my glasses. He just hates everything that I do.
What do you think about Fairy Tale? That's my favorite.
I watched like the first 30 and I did like it, but I think I stopped around there. It's a cute little adventure series. I do like the characters. A bit more tolerable than Naruto. I got bored along the way. Sorry, guys. It's just like it took them like 17 episodes just to kill one